Welcome back to the Joyage Kingdom. I'm Cade. In today's video, we have a brutally honest review on EZU NFT, and I just did an interview with the guys over at EZU. I also did a podcast with Wear2Earn, the founder of Psychedelic Anonymous and Wear2Earn Labs, who's heading the EZU charge. So make sure you check out this podcast if EZU is something that's really important to you. EZU is the first ever cross-chain mintable NFT project. They minted on the Solana blockchain, and they minted on the Ethereum blockchain. They're looking to bridge the gap between the physical world and digital world by combining technology and blockchain into clothes. They are looking to make some headway into the wear-to-earn industry to pay you and reward you for wearing their clothes and to using their technology. Before we get into it, make sure you click that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, join the kingdom. I appreciate everybody's support. It's a free, easy way. Also, the first drop of the Joyage Kingdom clothes is literally out right now. Make sure you check that out. Links in the description below. If you buy any, please tag me on any socials. I would repost you. The shop will be open for 2 weeks, and then we are closing it until the fall or the winter drop. If you're already following me on Twitter, if you're not in my Discord down below the description, you are only hurting yourself, fam. As you know, the goal of this channel is to instill the knowledge and confidence it's going to take to navigate this metaverse on your own one day. So that sounds good to you. Let's get into the video. If you're an NFT project and you want to work together, just go to my website at joyagekingdom.com, go to the work with me section, and then shoot me an email. The link to my website is down below in the description. And yes, that does involve the commission brutally honest reviews for new NFT projects. And I actually pulled this 3-minute clip from that full podcast with Wear2Earn where he actually explained everything EZU is. All the links for that will be down below in the description. So here's EZU's OpenSea page, 15,000 items, 975 Ethereum traded, 0.07 ETH floor price. There's 11% of the collection listed, and 40% of the collection is held by unique owners. And here we have some examples of their art. I think the art's phenomenal. I put this out on Twitter and tagged Wear2Earn actually and said they need to turn this into some kind of card game like Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know. It just looks like it's too good not to utilize the actual art here. I know they're trying to be a utility focused project first, have a business and all that, but in my opinion, if they don't lean super heavy into the lore aspect and utilize this art that they have, I think it's a massive waste. I did talk to Kyle, the product manager from the team of EZU, and we did talk about it, and he said they are going to lean into the lore aspect. I just really hope that they realize that this is a massive opportunity, a massive bag they're sitting on if they lean into this and hire the right people and do this the right way. If we look at their activity here, right off the pop, I remember they were selling around the same price that they minted for at 0.2 ETH, and then they kind of came down. They got a little bit of FUD. People weren't happy with the size of the collection. They weren't happy with the price of the thing. There's a whole lot of issues leading up to the mint that Wear2Earn had gone on to like a million different Twitter spaces to explain. They just did some things wrong. They didn't build the community the right way. People were unsure of the role that Wear2Earn was going to play, and I actually pressed Kyle a little bit on that podcast and got him to tell us exactly like what was the deal. Wear2Earn is heading Psychedelic Anonymous. That is his project, and under Wear2Earn Labs that is running Psychedelic Anonymous, they also run EZU. But Wear2Earn's main focus is on Psychedelic Anonymous. EZU's there anytime they need help with marketing or anything. Wear2Earn's their guy. They can call him up.
Wear2Earn Labs both works on EZU, both works on Psychedelics Anonymous. EZU is more of a group collective project between all of us at Wear2Earn Labs and ... It's not him really guiding the ship. His main concentration is and will remain on Psychedelics Anonymous.
And on their Ether scan here, there is one semi-whale, 454 of them, 3% of the whole collection, and under that is 1%. So no crazy big whale. And then here's the EZU's Twitter page. They got 112,000 followers, and this is going to be my main bit of criticism here, only because I think they have such a big opportunity with the specific brand they have. They've got a very unique, mysterious, Psychedelic Anonymous-y vibe about them, and I know that they just hired this new person to be running their Twitter account to be a little bit more casual about it, posting tweets here and there, building community, all this stuff. I just think that because of the way that this brand has been created and how mysterious and soiree, whatever the word is, it's been, I think there's definitely a place to have the comedic timing, the funny, satirical comments and tweets like that. But in my opinion, I've seen too much, and it's like almost too casual for the specific brand of EZU. I think for 99% of projects, it's totally fine to have someone where it's just more lighthearted and more funny and all that. But for this project specifically, I just think it's a bit weird if there's too much of that going on. The Endless, we've always been with you. We're the source for spring and fall, the living equilibrium that nourishes, heals, and empowers all things. We move in echoes and speak in the hushed voices of vibration, ever change with the eternal seasons. We are life, we are fluid, we are fluorescent, we are forest, we are flame. So you see what I mean? It's so like intense and cinematic and serious and mysterious, and to have someone writing the Twitter like a high schooler is running it like for fun, it feels a bit awkward. But aside from that, I think they're doing a great job building the community. They got their Discord up and running. They've got a community being built, and I think they're doing the right thing. So if we head over to their website, they've got the light faction, they've got the vapor faction, the liquid faction, and earth faction. They all have different subcategories, and that's really going to play into their lore they'll be talking about very soon. Before we get into the specific factions and the people running the project, I want to hit onto the product, like what exactly is EZU trying to do. They are trying to take over the Wear2Earn world and lead that industry a little bit with the blockchain technology they've got. Here's their EZU product roadmap. This page is designed to explain the core product Wear2Earn behind EZU. They want to make it so that brands will be able to compensate their customers with a combination of exclusive rewards, including achievements, NFTs, and fungible tokens. You'll be able to buy and sell exclusive rewards, and any fungible tokens received will be sent to the user's in-app wallet, which will be used as a swap function built in. And people say, why is Wear2Earn the future? It's a scalable solution to mass experimental marketing that also provides not currently available levels of post-sale consumer data for brands in an innovative way, which enables self-monetization. One example could be you have a local marathon happening, wearing your fitness gear and complete the race for an exclusive brand reward. So they're going to be using non-invasive NFC chips placed in the clothing. They'll be able to understand who, when, how long for, and where a customer wears that piece of clothing. They're going to have these things called fit checks where you can check in with what you're wearing. You'll be able to set the level of data that you'd like to share, which will correspond to the amounts of rewards that they receive. Privacy is in the control of the user. And like Voltura said in the podcast, this is a very, very high-risk, experimental type of project. They want to make this work. There's lots of questions, lots of things, but they're trying to be an innovator and a pioneer, which means it comes with a lot of risk. So I do want to offer one of my bits of constructive criticism here, which is like, how are they going to judge who gets the most rewards? It's going to be based on time spent, because some people don't run a marathon. Like, it's kind of unfair if like a runner is going out every single day and running and wearing all this stuff and racking up all the miles because he's running a lot, versus someone who's more of like a couch potato or something, but is doing a whole lot of work at their computer maybe. It's like, okay, well, I'm working 8 hours a day, I'm wearing the clothes, but I'm not like going out and running, I'm not going to the club, I'm almost being punished for being like an introvert, if that makes sense. And I'm sure they're actually addressing all these things. I just want to make it a point in this video because this is a brutally honest review. And so again, the main reason people would want to use this is because they get rewarded just for wearing clothes every single day. And when you hear that, you would normally think that sounds way too good to be true. But the angle they're trying to take here is that the companies are incentivized for people to do this because they get to have that information. It's like, oh, people are wearing these kind of clothes more often. People are doing this thing more often, which means we should make more of this clothes. And it's like invaluable information, right? But of course, the biggest thing they're going to battle is the privacy issues and the laws that are going to come with it, because this is an entire business structure. Because we haven't really seen an NFT project like truly go into the world of like real business and like real entrepreneurship and actual product development. And that's why they hired some of these A-list people to be running this project. So here's the product roadmap for Q3. They're just going to keep continuing to work on these things, especially the NFC chip, which is going to be really, really important. Q4 2022, phase 1 of EZU's enabled NFC clothing beta. Phase 1 of EZU Wear2Earn mobile app launch. Very cool. For Q1 of 2023, phase 2 of the EZU Wear2Earn mobile app. Phase 2 of the data aggregator, phase 2 of the token earnings function. That's pretty fast, man. They're moving quick. I mean, they're definitely using their money and deploying it and making things happen and going and going and going. And then for Q2 of 2023, they're going to have phase 3 of the EZU Wear2Earn mobile app, phase 3 of the data aggregator, phase 3 of the token earnings function, phase 1 of the phygital authentication, NFT lock, and phase 1 of the phygital marketplace. Phygital being a mix of the physical and the digital. So the way it's going to work is you're going to put on your clothes, you're going to scan it, it's going to go into the app, it'll link itself up basically so you're earning the right amount of side tokens. Your phone will run the NFC reader in the background while you're doing your thing. They're going to have the MetaMask integration here. You'll get your side token depending on what you're wearing, how long you're wearing, whatever details they end up releasing more and more as they, get closer to launching this thing out. And so they have this function here. It's going to determine how much of the side token you've actually earned. The things it takes into account are clothing worn, time worn, location worn, data shared, Web3 assets held. And obviously, the more that these companies are going to get out of this, like the actual information that's helpful to them to make more sales and profit and revenue and growth, that will lead to more rewards because they want to reward that. They get something out of it. And that is inherently what Web3 is about, to kind of democratize, I guess, all the rewards and the winnings. It's like, hey, let's all work together because we all want kind of the same thing. The consumers get rewards, the companies get more money, they learn things, they make better products for the people keep buying it, everybody's happy. So I don't want to get too much into the nitty-gritty details of like how NFC chips work because I don't fucking understand that stuff, honestly, but we'll just keep it to this paragraph. This is probably the most important thing you need to know. They're developing a secure cloud server that's going to store the NFC tag information, including the EZU enabled product information and personal app setup information, including the user's wallet address, for example. So yeah, they're basically creating their own little thing, which is what Psychedelic Anonymous and the Voltura ecosystem has always done. They've just kind of like created their own economy, created their own product, their own everything. As for their core team, they have Lewis Gale in charge of strategy and marketing a little bit. He's the guy who runs Psychedelic Anonymous. He's also known as Bored Ape Yacht Club 2745. He's definitely one of the most well-respected people in the entire space. People literally love this man. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. Next, we have Megan Kaspar in charge of product strategy and partnerships lead and advisor, a member of the Red Dial and director of First Light. She was the first person to ever wear digital designer fashion, Fendi, on a publication, and the first person to wear digital NFT fashion on live TV during Yahoo Finance segment. Next, we've got Kyle Gwynn, product manager. He's the guy I did the interview with the other day. He's a serial entrepreneur who exited his previous company. He was big into e-commerce, made a ton of money doing that. He also was a government contractor where he helped win over $10 million in federal funding to help transfer government-developed technologies into the private sector. He recently transitioned into the Web3 market. Then we have Zach Kirsch, lead engineer. He's got 3 degrees in electrical and computer engineering, optical engineering, and mathematics. For the past 2 years, he's been working as a software engineer in Sandia National Labs. His work revolved around advanced satellite systems. He recently transitioned into Web3 full-time. And they have Dash, creative partner, an award-winning innovation agency leading the intersection of technology and culture, who have an expert track record working with Calvin Klein, TikTok, North Face, HBO, Pharrell, Ivy Park, Beyonce, and Disney, to name a few. We have Nicole Benham, community activator. She's the founder of discussion platform Beyond, Web3 advisor, interviewer, and NFT space personality and educator. She's passionate about promoting positive values, financial literacy, and building meaningful relationships and connecting with people. And for our last 2 people, we have Anne McFerrin, product advisor, beauty innovator, and entrepreneur. She's a Forbes 30 under 30 top 100 female founder who created Glamnetic, which did US $50 million in revenue in their first year, and secured partnerships with Ulta, Sephora, Nordstrom's, and Urban Outfitters. That's big dubs right there. And last but certainly not least, we have Adam Sullivan, creative advisor, storyteller, connecting people to products through interactions that attract rather than interrupt. He creates meaningful reasons for people to love brands by shaping experiences which grow and engage audiences. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, brand and lore and community is going to be so important for this project. So let's talk about the different factions they have here, the different styles of art pieces. They've got the Earth faction, the Keepers. We are the Keepers, the ardent observers of the unbound and untamed. We are the resonating harmony of veins and vines within the solace of stone, implanting seeds for growth across the canopies of reflective formations. We are the sunlit aftermath of evergreen and ochre implants, enthralled and thrust towards the infinite gaze of everlasting life. We are the earth. We have the liquid, the path makers. We are the path makers, conjuring the echoes of tomorrow's revelations. We are the liquescent collapse of submerged stasis, flowing through collisions of clustered conundrums. We are the luminescent glow beneath the whirlwind depths of omen and outcry, revealing dimensions in Russian rivulets and blinding life cycles to the endless rhythms of the tides. We are the liquid. Vapor, the changelings. We are the changelings, the constant conversions of alternating projections. We are the apostrophe to the beginning and the prelude to the end. We are the inhalation of whispered pathways and the exhalation of pretense and hesitation. Licking fire and swallowing moons, we reach into the eternity of chameleon mirrors to part the never-ending twilight. We are vapor. Last but not least, we have light, the travelers. We are the travelers, shifting through reflections and setting colors free. We ignite the horizon, bringing the dawn's fantasies to life. We are the luminous custodians of the ever afterglow, streaming infinitum through the prisms of rainbow affirmations, always returning, even in the darkest of days, to rain down mercury skies and neon dreams. We are the light. Then I jumped into their Discord just to make sure it's organized. Everything was good in here. There wasn't 10,000 channels. As I said earlier, there was no Discord beforehand, so they made sure to add that in to really prioritize and build this community from the inside out. Anyways, that is the end of this review. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope I got your brain thinking about different things that I was thinking about. Some of my constructive criticism may have been a little bit harsh, but I do think when you have a project here looking to push the envelope and do something a bit different, you're going to be met with criticism. You're going to be met with doubt, and I just wanted to put that out there. Some of the things I don't know if they're thinking about them. I'm sure they are. Hopefully we'll get Volterra back in the podcast or someone else from EZU. I think it'd be a great time. Code word if you made it to the very end. I want you to comment endless down below. Be sure to lock in that like button. I do appreciate as always doing that. It's a free, easy way to support. Subscribe for more NFT content. If you're not following me on Twitter, if you're not my Discord down below in the description, you are only hurting yourself, fam. If you want to see more of me right now, click on one of these boxes on the other side of me. Until next time, continue on your Joyage. Continue to learn and be grateful you're alive watching this video. Bye.